Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to whoever and wherever you're watching live. Are you struggling with your finances? Are you struggling with your relationships? Do you want to become successful? If you answered yes to any of these questions, this live webinar is for you because our topic today is about abundant mindset, how to program yourself for success. And welcome to Working Moms Academy's 14th live webinar. Yes, this is our 14th episode already. We always go live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube in our Working Moms Academy support group also because this is sponsored by Working Moms Academy. For those of you who don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Wanda Kalupig. I am the founder of Working Moms Academy. Working Moms Academy is one of the finalists of the Build to Last Hackathon 2020, the first ever hackathon for women in Southeast Asia. And Working Moms Academy is all about helping moms who are stressed and burnout by sharing life tools that education lacks through training, coaching, and a community of moms. Because our goal is to help moms succeed personally and professionally and to help moms to become better people, partners, and parents. Today on April, our topic is about Abundant April and have the opportunity to welcome a fellow accountant, a fellow auditor, a fellow Filipino like me who's based here in Dubai. And we will talk about abundant mindset. The first time, I was always thinking of I want to talk about abundant topic. And of course, I want to look for coaches, mindset coaches. And the first thing that came to my feed when I was doing that search on LinkedIn was Jean. And when I was browsing to her profile, I had so much interest and I was so very happy to meet somebody who was like me because when I shifted from becoming an audit manager to a coach and speaker, a lot of people were thinking, what, why, and how? But I always believe every person have their own, path and calling in this world. And I've been called to help those who are stressed and burnout. I myself have experienced burnout in 2014. It's been my mission to help other mothers before me. Before I bring Jean on stage, let me introduce herself. Jean is a CPA, CIA, CFE, CRFA. Wow, that's a lot. From the Philippines and has been residing in the UAE since 2007. She has 20 years of professional experience working with multinational companies in Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia Pacific to strengthen fraud prevention and anti-corruption. Jean has been on a spiritual leadership journey since 2013 in her efforts to find her true passion in life. Through her research, she had come to realize that her passion lies in helping bridge the spirituality of abundance creation, both in individual and corporate level. She's branded this as the business spirituality. Jean also serves as a business ethics leader in industries such as pharmaceutical, FMCG, hospitality, medical facilities, manufacturing, consultancy, real estate, security, electronics, education, and government agencies. She's also the author of the book The Secret to Business Ethics, which is about managing workplace fraud and building the integrity-based strategies for responsible leadership. Wow, that's a lot. So I know you're equally excited as me. So let me bring Jean on stage because let us talk about abundance mindset. How, why can you get there, right? Okay, Jean, thank you for saying yes to this.
Hey, it's my pleasure to be here, Wanda, and thank you for inviting me. This is, well, I just want to firstly congratulate you for having this platform. It's an amazing platform to help people. It's an amazing platform. So, again, everyone, good afternoon and good evening and good morning, wherever you are in the world. So,
Jean, I think your internet, I think you froze. No worries. While waiting for Jean, let us talk about abundance first. While waiting for her camera to work in, or no, if it's my camera, let us talk about abundance. What's the meaning of abundance? So, Jean, can you hear me? Okay, let me put her back, Susan, put her back again. So, For those of you who are joining us live or on replay, the topic today is abundant mindset, how to program yourself for success. And what is abundance first? For those of you, what is the meaning of abundance to you? So let's talk about that first. If you look at actually Google, abundance is only about being plentiful, being, overflowing. But last week I had the opportunity to interview Hina Tucker, which is from the UK, and she spoke about the abundance in many areas of your life. And she spoke about the abundance in our health, our wealth, our finances, our success, our well-being, our relationships, our connecting with the divine. So let me bring Jean on stage. Jean, can you hear me now clearly? Okay, I think the camera is okay. Let's just wait for her internet connection to be stable. You know, the good thing about live, you see it live, and I'm asking her to rejoin the call because sometimes in StreamYard this is one of the limitations that I had similarly. But what's the good thing about it? There's always an opportunity. So let me bring back again. Jean, yes, you're back. I can see you and I
Can
can
you?
hear
Oh,
you.
yeah. All right. Great. So, as I mentioned earlier, let's put an intention. Okay. So, our intention for today is to basically through this platform is to provide our listener an awareness that everything they want, the change they want, the relationship that they want, the abundance that they want, it means everything that they want is within their reach.
I
Is
like that
within their
one.
reach. That is also if they want to have this change in their life and they are willing to own their power. That's the only thing because all of us are prosperous. It's just like, but it's just that we don't actually see it yet. Yet. And there's a reason for that.
Thank you, Jean, for sharing. I was typing as you were saying. So you said
Okay.
everything that you want is within your reach. So that is the meaning of abundance, right? To you. Now, I definitely agree with that. So, a lot of people, we focus on lack. But, we lack this and that. So let's straight away speak about how can you have abundance? What do you need to do?
Well, the first thing that we must understand everything around us is energy. Energy. You know? And there's two things. Everything around us is energy and the universal laws. The universal laws. Only if you know how to communicate with these universal laws, manifest everything for you. It works for you. Okay, so this is what the abundance mindset is. But we need to understand how to bridge. The bridge. This is maybe from one point where we are now, and this is the universal law in between, and this is where we want to go. So everything is created for you. So
I
one
like
of
that concept, Jean.
yes, yes,
When you're speaking about spiritual laws, energy, when I started to understand these concepts, it was very new to me in the beginning. But when, there's one book I read, The Life You're Born to Live With.
yes.
And that book was explaining these universal laws, how it works, what's the meaning of your life. And I was like, wow, there's so much in this world that I don't know. And when I opened myself to understanding that, there's so much gift in knowing the universal law. And I'll say I was able to accomplish so much and achieve more of what I wanted over the years from starting to build this Working Moms Academy because of understanding this universal law. So can you tell us more about what are these universal laws?
Of course. No, no, before we go to that, we need to
Okay.
understand like how we communicate. Because
Mm.
everything, our communication is our way of getting things. Like, let's say, for example, I tell you, Wanda, I want that. You said, what that? I want that. You know that. That, you know that. And then you say, what is that? Can I just give you this? Can I just give you this? Can I just give you, there's a lot of things. But it's just like how you communicate, right? How you communicate. So Firstly, the communication to the universal law. Now we understood that universal laws makes everything possible for us. It works for us, not against us, for us. But it depends on your communication. Now your communication starts with the vibration that creates in your body. That vibration that creates in your body. It doesn't go through you verbally do saying it. It's with the communication with your body. Now, where is this emitting? Where is this emitting? Let's say, for example, your eyes, you see through your eyes, right? You smell through your nose. You talk to you through your mouth. You hear through your ears. Now, these vibrations, where is this coming from? It's coming from all your energy centers. That's why we say energy is everything. That's why we also have our energy centers. And there's like thousands and thousands of them. And there's only like 11 of them that are major ones.
Oh,
Okay? So, and these energy centers are basically the predominant thought that you have and the predominant emotions that you have. Like, they are linked together, and then they are stored in your energy centers. That becomes your habit and your beliefs. They are all stored in those energy centers. That's why when you receive something like an idea, so what happens is, like, when anything that you receive, it goes to those energy centers, and then they understand, okay, is it recorded there? Is it in the memory or not? If it's not in the memory, then it's basically like, no, answer is no. We are not getting this idea, no idea, because it's no. But if it is in your vibration, like it's in your beliefs, it's in your pattern, then the answer is yes. Do you know? I'm sure being a audit in audit, also you understand the supply chain, right? Yeah, let's understand supply chain, because maybe a lot of our viewers, also our listeners, are they are in corporate world, so they understand what the supply chain. So the supply chain process is, there's a person who wants to order, right? When you want to order as a customer, it goes to the customer service, right? The
sure.
next level. And the customer service says, okay, we get your order now, A, B, C, and D. Okay, what is next? I need to go and check our inventory. Okay, which are your habits and the patterns and everything which is in the inventory is in the warehouse, right? We know inventory is in the warehouse. Now they say, like, so yes, we have it, okay, now let's go. Okay, now, okay, we are ready to, okay, no, so it goes back to you. Yes, we have it, and we are going to deliver it to you. But first, when you deliver it to you, it goes to another department, sorry, not section in the warehouse, which is about the pick and pack. So they pick the things and they pack them together, you know pack them together and ready for distribution, right? That is the law of attraction.
Ah,
The
I like
Okay,
that
so
explanation. Yeah.
the law of attraction only sorts out everything that you order and that is available in your current inventory, because you are vibrating with it, right? You are vibrating. Yes, it's in my inventory. I'm vibrating it like to the maximum, whether it is positive or negative. Whether
Mm.
it's positive or negative, it doesn't matter. Whatever they say, even if it's negative, they say this is kind of negative, but we cannot really do anything. We're just lost. Our job description is to give what they order. That is our job description, right?
I think
Just to
I
give.
agree with you. Yeah. So I think I just want to put another context to that.
Sure.
I've worked with a lot of people who said, Wanda, I really want to have another job, or I want to shift jobs, right? But they're finding it very difficult. They're finding it very difficult to really land a job. And actually, it's the law of attraction that is working against them. And I think, as what you explained also in the supply chain, it's also about understanding, fine, you want a job, right? What job? Because if you ask most people, the answer sometimes is any job. But that answer itself is the biggest problem. If you are not clear what kind of job do you want, you cannot get anything from the inventory, because there is no job that exists that says any job. So the moment I use this concept is that if you want a job, the first question I ask is, what job do you want? What roles, what responsibility, what salary, what kind of company. The moment these clients became clear in terms of what the job that they want, it's easier for them to find the job, and also to get the right interview, to contact the right people. So I think that is a very simple example also of how you can use the law of attraction, your energy, right? The energy that you said, in the clarity of your communication of what you really wanted. So thank you for explaining that concept. Can you expand more? What are the other things that people need to understand?
Okay, this process is what you call reordering. Reordering in
Mm,
a way, there's you already ordered this thing before. You already know, like, okay, this is the size, this is the color, this everything. So this is already in the inventory, right? So it's just so easy for the law of attraction to pick and pack them. Now, for how about for the new order? How about for the new order? It's a longer process for the new order. What happened is, like,
mm,
you went there, I went, so let's say, for example, your job now is an audit, and you want to be a life coach, just like you and me, right? So we wanted to be a coach. So it's not, basically, we just want, because we understood that, okay, I feel happy when I help people. Uh, I feel happy when I do something like this. So what kind of job that gives me this kind of feeling? And then we pick those from not your inventory outside. It means from other suppliers. From other suppliers, not from your warehouse. It means that you need to look for your body, or the law has to look for another supplier for this. That's why it's basically a longer process. Because what happened now is that you order, and customer service, hey, warehouse, is it available? Inventory said no, no. So please say no. That's why you feel like rejected. I really don't find this easy. So sometimes you just say, maybe it's not for me. Maybe I'm not good enough for it. I can't do it because that's your programming, right? That's your programming. I can't do it because I'm only good in this. I'm only good in this. Maybe that's not for me. But if you actually, what you say to your procurement division is like, yeah, but this one will give me happiness. This one will make me feel better. This product will actually make me worry less. This product will actually make me sleep in the evening. These actually projects will make me feel happier, enhance my relationship with my children, with my husband, with my family, with my other family, with my friends. Every relationship that I can get into with is a happy. It's basically happy. It's not that you just go there and you feel so tired and you can't even converse, having a very good conversation with them, right? So you say, like, this product, so you have to mention that to your subconscious mind. Basically, our energy centers, our subconscious mind. So you have to fight that. You have to challenge your subconscious mind. You see, this is good for me because 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You go and give me a different supplier. So now
I
this
like
is
I,
looking
I
for a supplier.
I like how much you are, comparing a simple supply chain process to how we manifest, right? And how we accomplish things. So I mean, I've met also a lot of people who said, I want a bigger salary, or I want another car or another house. But if you speak to them as well, I mean, in their belief system, as you're explaining, in your energy centers, right? If you ask them, do you really want to become rich? Some of my friends answered, I don't want to be rich. And I was like, why? I said, rich people are greedy. So that is how your mindset really affects, right? In terms of your overall, you cannot achieve something if your beliefs, if your thoughts and your feelings about money is not correct. So I think that's a very good example of, as you said, you have to convince your mind, your thoughts that things are good for you. And I remember telling my friend, can you are you willing to become rich so that you can help other people who are poor? And she's like, definitely. And I was telling her, then should we adopt that concept of thought that you want to be rich so that you can have a lot of money to share with others? And she was like, I like the idea. So I think that is a very good concept also of how your thoughts, your beliefs, your feeling is impacting every decision, is impacting also what's happening in your life, right, Jean?
Yes. What happened, Wanda, when you say, when you say to your subconscious mind that this is what I want because this is the feeling that it will gives me. Basically, you also put that in your you think about it. Like you always think about it. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Like this is who I'm gonna be. I'm gonna use this dress. I'm gonna feel like this. Like you start acting that way. You just start acting like, well, okay, if you want to be beautiful, what is the feeling of being beautiful? You are confident, you go and see other people and you are really confident, and you can actually just share who you are to other people, right? That is being confident, and that's your self-esteem grows, right? So basically, that's what you call the law of resonance.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that. So it's
resonance.
called the law of resonance. I heard this concept with Jack Canfield that, you act as if you want to be successful, act as if you're successful. If you want to be a manager, act as if you're already manager. So that's called law of resonance.
Yeah, so you resonate first. Basically, that's what I told you. There is a product, like a brochure outside of your warehouse. And you say, okay, so that product is like this. They do this. They smell like this. They smell like this. They act like this. They feel like this. So basically you resonate because you start thinking about it and you feel it in your nerves. It's everything around you. And then you say to your I really want that. I want to see. I'm becoming it. And then of course when you're so excited to tell them I'm becoming it. And then of course you're the procurement said, because they are only low, right? They act for you. I said, okay, we will give it to you. Wait, we will go and get that supplier for you, and we will buy that for you. No, right? We will buy that, and we will wait that to be delivered to us, and then we will pack it in a very, very good wrapping things, and then, we will give it to red. We will make it ready for you. That is the law of attraction. Now they started attracting energies of the same thing that you're in your new attraction, right? So
Hmm.
they started doing that. There's another law because this
Okay.
is a new law, because this is basically your new vibration. This is basically your new vibration. New ordering is not in your warehouse. So basically, it needs a customized delivery.
Okay.
Okay, a customized delivery. So they said, okay, we have this pick and pack. So that's the law of attraction that says it's ready. It's here. It's packed. It's beautifully packed. But the logistic, the delivery and logistic is not ready. Why?
Hmm.
What's affecting that?
The law of
Karma.
reciprocity.
The
The
law
law
of
of karma.
karma. The
Hmm.
law of karma actually says it's like whatever you give is what you receive.
Oh.
Okay, so because the law of attraction is only to sort out. The law of
Hmm.
resonance is only you to resonate for that particular thing. The law of vibration is states like everything, is the law of vibration is actually telling you like, okay, everything is vibration and nothing rests. So your energy. So if you what is the vibration of this? Has a different vibration. If you want this, and it's already, of course, water is already in our vibrational, it's already in our warehouse. So it's ready to be given to you anytime. Right? It's ready to be given to you anything. Now, with the law of karma, there are two things.
Hmm.
It really depends on your karmic privilege.
Wow.
Okay?
What's karmic
Karmic
privilege?
privilege.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay.
Okay, let me just drink some
Okay.
tea here.
I'm learning a lot from Jean here. So Jean, just take a seat if you need to. So we spoke about, see, if you want to be successful and abundant, she spoke about the law of attraction. She spoke about the law of resonance. She spoke about the law of vibration. Now let's talk about the law of karma. What's the law of karma?
The law of karma is basically. what tells you like whatever you give is what you receive. Now, but
Mm-hmm.
then, you know, it's already there, it's packed, you know, but then there is nothing. It has, you need to pay the the logistics in order
Okay.
for them to create this beautiful transportation to be given to you. Okay, now it happens when you actually help more people. When you help more people, you have positive karmic points. There's
Mm.
karmic points in the universe. It's not basically, it's not our, it's not our perception of karma. It's the law. It's just like the law of gravity, right? It's just the law of physics or whatever it is around it. That is a law. It's a regulated thing. It's a regulated thing. So what it says like, okay, when you give more, you have positive karma. When you help more, you have positive karma. Now, whatever you give is what you receive. If you give love, you receive more love.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
if you help more, you receive more help. Now, if you help people to be mentally aware of these things, you receive more mentors, you receive more teachers. You know, things are open for you. Now, if you want money, you have to give money. You have to give money. Even if you only have like this 100 peso or $100 with you, give it. It will is the best investment for yourself. Is the best investment for yourself because it comes 10,000 folds. Best investment ever.
I love that concept. You know, it's the concept of tithing, right? I
Yes,
mean,
tithing.
so I think a lot of people, you know, when I was introduced to the concept of tithing, it's like, why do, initial thinking, why do I need to give when God has so much to give to others, right? But they explained it to me in a very simple concept. They said, like this bottle of water, if it is full, you cannot receive, right? But if you pour the water, then you have some space left for you. You have more capacity to receive. So really tithing is giving, not expecting it to be received on the same way you gave it, but it comes to you in a different way, right? And give because that is actually how the law, how the universe works, right? We give and then we receive. When you understand that concept, when you give from the point of love, not fear, that is when it is really that maybe positive karma that you're speaking. Am I correct, G?
Well, there's another thing. Even if it is from the point of fear, when you give
Okay.
money, even if it's from the point of fear, maybe I will not get this money back, right? Maybe I will not have food like later because I don't have money. It doesn't come in the point, even wherever it comes from, with whatever energy. Once you give, the law says, okay, you give this, I will give this back to you. That's the law, right? If you pass around 120, like more, you have this fine, right? That's the law, right? So
Mm.
that's the thing. Even if, wherever you, once you give us something, of course, if you also let, there's two things, right? If you have given fear, fear again will come back to you,
Mm.
right? So that's why even if you have more money, because you give so much, you also feel fearful every time. But there's one thing: when you tithe, when you tithe, what resonance do you give? What the energy of your resonance?
It's giving, right? It's positive.
No, it's about, I can only give because I am rich and abundant.
Ah.
Ah, I can only give because I am rich and abundant. I can only give because I have more to give. Right? You're basically just telling the universe, "See, I have more to give. I have more. That's why I'm able to give." Right? So, okay, that person's actually give, you know, feeling that goodness. So she's really rich or abundant. Okay, give her richness and abundance. Give her richness and abundance. Give her richness and abundance. Right?
So
That's
our
why.
advice for those people who want to have more money, give more money,
Of
right?
course. Yeah. Even if you think like this is crazy, it happens to me. It happens to a lot of people. I'm not saying that, you know, try it. Just try it. Try it for 3 months. You'll see like life changes in a way, like you get more discounts. You know, you just feel like, okay, I'm actually doing the same thing, but how come that I have savings? How come that my expenses are getting down? What happened? How come, like, sometimes like you just get fined left, right, and center. It's not happening anymore. So this kind of things happens, and I'm investment ever.
I agree with you, Jean. I think I want to challenge those people who haven't tried. So, if you really give something, it doesn't have to be grand. Just give something. And also, do not expect anything from the same person to whom you give the help. Just say that this is for the good of all and let the best thing come your way. And that is actually really, the law of the universe will pay you 1,000-fold, right, Jean? Are there any laws you want to share with us?
That's the basic law for that's the basic laws for abundance mindset.
Hmm.
Okay, now let's just go deeper. Do
Okay.
you want us to go deeper?
Yes,
Like,
please. So,
let's
so
we
Jean,
just
let
want
me
us to
just recap
understand.
this. The basic laws of to be abundant. What are those basic laws again? Can you recap for
So
us?
the first is the law of vibration.
Mm-hmm.
The law of vibration states that we everything vibrates.
Uh-huh.
Even your hair vibrates. Like if you put it in a microscope, you can actually see that this is vibrating. And the same particles of your hair, which is basically a dead cells, right? Is
Mm.
is palpitating, and the same particles you can see them uh in plants, in animals, and non-living things. So it goes to
Mm.
the with the law of Einstein's, the theory of relativity, which says that energy and matters or mass are both but different manifestation of the same thing.
Mm.
So these things all come from the same things, and these matters can also be found in galaxy, in planets, in stars, in human beings, non-living things, in in plants, animals, down to molecules and other fundamental particles. It's the same.
Correct. So we have the law of vibration, the basic law to be abundant, the law of vibration, we have the law of karma, the law of attraction, and the law of resonance. Did I miss anything else?
The law, yes, basically. So if you really is the law of vibration, the law
Uh-huh.
of resonance, okay,
Uh-huh.
and the law of attraction and the law of karma.
Oh, the law of karma is the
Because the
last.
law of karma is the delivery.
Ah, understand,
Yeah,
understand. Correct,
yeah.
correct. So you have
So
to vibrate, then resonate, then attract and deliver, which is the karma. Okay, let's go deeper. Tell me more,
yeah. So
please.
now let's go deeper. Wanda, I just want to ask you: do you believe in soul?
Of course.
Okay, so like common people like you and me actually believes in soul. So what is
Uh-huh.
a soul? A soul is also an energy. It's a spiritual energy. The closest representation of the soul is what they call the the light. It's a massless energy. It's an energy without mass, without matter. Unlike our body, it has a mass. Our spiritual energy is a massless energy without a mass, but it's a spiritual energy that has consciousness and intelligence. Now, my next question to you, Wanda, is what do you think would happen to our body once our soul leaves the body?
See, in our religion, right? Because I'm Roman Catholic. Listen,
Okay,
either you go to heaven or hell.
so fine.
This is what
Okay,
they
so
say.
okay, good. Well, that's a good thing. But the conclusion that we want to do here is like there's a soul and there's a body. They are
Mm-hmm.
different. They are
True.
different. Yeah. So it means like if the body dies, it gets decomposed. So it goes
Uh-huh.
back to the earth. It becomes
Yeah.
like all the other matters, right? It
Okay.
all the other matters. While as you said, if the body dies, the soul goes somewhere, right? It goes somewhere. We don't know where is that unless maybe because the what happened here, but we actually conclude now that the soul goes somewhere. Basically, it's eternal. It doesn't die. The soul doesn't die. It continues its journey, right? Now, the body, our body, as what we have mentioned earlier, is uh, is an energy with a mass, right? It
Mm-hmm.
has it has this form. It has this form. But our soul is different. Our soul is a spiritual energy that has consciousness and intelligence. Now, it means that it's the soul that gives, that gives the body the consciousness and intelligence. Otherwise, our body is just, like other non-living things.
Hmm.
Okay, but you see, our body vibrates. Our body vibrates, but it also vibrates in the same way as other non-living things. Maybe better, maybe faster or differently, but then it's just the same. But then when the soul comes into our body, it gives the body a life. It gives the body a life. Now, what happens is, like, our body. Why do we need a body, by the way, right? Why do we need a body, by the way? We need a body because our soul, although by itself is blissful, our soul is blissful, is calm and complete. Now, if our soul is calm, blissful, and complete, why does it need to come to this earth and experience, well, some are experiencing suffering and pain? Why? I don't understand it. It's complete. Why does it need to come? Well, the soul is what we say complete because it's content. It's content, but it's also like a work in progress. It's a work in progress and it needs to improve. So there is what we call the lower soul and the higher soul. The lower soul is the one that is incarnated into the body. Okay? And the higher soul is the part of that lower soul that is connected to everything and everyone.
Hmm.
So when our body dies, our soul, the data that is stored in those energy centers. Okay, there's thousands of them, as I told you, and each one of them has job descriptions. Okay, each one of them has, like, you just record this, you just record love, you just record intuition, you just record learning, you just no. They have all those job descriptions in our body is amazing, amazing, amazing. So what happens is when we die, when our body dies, not we, like when our body dies, all those data that are stored in our body are now uploaded into a massive, massive collective consciousness of the higher soul that is being used
Hmm.
for the betterment, for another project, for a bigger project. So it means, like, every lower soul, like you and me, Wanda, have a purpose to come here to learn. Like,
Yeah.
you have a different things to learn. I have a different things to learn. Every one of us have a different things to learn. And once we learn those, we say goodbye, sayonara, get this data. I will go back to my calmness and peacefulness and everything, right? But then well, I now believe, like, I can come back to learn another thing, so for me to get improved. So at least when you come back, you're not grade zero anymore. You're grade one. you know, you're grade two, you're grade three, because there are other people who are in the master's degree already, in PhD degree. So I think that's how the soul really transforms. But
Hmm.
all of us is going there. So there, it's just, why worry? Huh? Why worry? When
You
you
know,
know that.
this is a new concept I'm hearing from you. But if I will relate it, I mean, I watched that Soul movie of Disney, and I mean, it somehow explains that, there's a higher soul and a lower soul. And if you get lost in life, you just have to access the higher soul, which is, of course, you accessing a higher purpose, a higher reason. And so for some people, it's about understanding God's meaning to your life, right? So is that the higher soul is about?
So basically, what your question is, like, why we forget, right?
Huh.
Like, why we forget? Okay, because we are learning, right? So imagine if a baby already knows that this is my purpose. I mean, it would just run, right? It would just run. But if you can see babies, you have babies. Like, how old are your babies, Wanda?
They are now 12 and 9.
Ah, good, good. So those are my babies. Like those are
Okay.
my babies. So they are now 20 and 16. So, but
Wow.
when they were young, imagine like in their 1 year old, like 0 to 1 to 2, how their development, like massive development. Like they can, they cry to communicate with you. They cry when they are hungry. So massive development, and just 1 year they learn how to walk. They learn how to create sound. Like,
True.
let's say for example, you get paralyzed. If someone actually get paralyzed right now, how much time do they need to recover and go and walk? Takes time. But a baby can walk, right? In that period of time, they can read, they can learn. Massive development, because their subconscious mind have the programming of the true self, of the true soul, which is to develop, to learn, to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. Be amazing, be an amazing person, and just do your job. And babies, like, yes, they took time for them to run, it took time for them to walk, but they keep on persevering, right? I need to walk now, I need to walk now. Whatever the babies will not say, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I'm not enough to do this. I can't do this. Babies will not say that, right? They will persevere. They just persevere in doing what I want, the goals. And just imagine that. So now, uh, when the soul comes in, although it does on the first 2 years, 3 years, 7 years, that program is still fresh. As we mature, we tend to have amnesia. We tend to have amnesia. We forget, why am I here for? Why? But also, the higher soul, actually, okay, I know that you are going to forget, but I will give you something. I will give you something that you can use with that body. You can use it. I will give you thoughts, and I will give you emotions. The thoughts is for you to strategize your learning.
Mm.
Strategize your learning. It means they are the CEO, the senior management in the company. Okay, and now I will give you emotions to be the auditor of your life. To
I like
say,
that.
to tell you that, hey, what you are doing is not compliant to the board of directors. What you are doing is not compliant to the board of directors, which is the higher self. Your higher self is the board of directors. So how? Let's say, for example, the CEO and all the senior management, they wanted to pursue that goal, and now the auditor would come, non-compliant, the audit issue, non-compliant to the higher. So how? Because it makes you feel bad. If you feel bad, if you feel worried, if you feel unhappiness, it means you are non-compliant to the higher self. So these are our guiding system.
I like their
This is our
explanation.
tool.
I like that explanation. See, for those people who just joined us or is joining or watching us live or on replay, we're talking about abundance mindset and the framework. And Jean is talking about your thoughts are like the CEO of any company, right? So you have it's how you strategize things. And she was explaining us like how your emotions are your auditors and board of directors who keep on telling you when things are not right or wrong for you. I think that is what we have lost, in the recent past. We have lost touch with our emotions because from younger age you were told don't cry, don't feel your emotions, and then when you're already old, what am I feeling, right? So I think
Like,
this is very
be
if
numb.
you yeah, if you want to be abundant and successful and achieve whatever you want to achieve, understand your thoughts, understand how your feelings align right with your thoughts because that can always give you the right direction, correct, Jean?
Yes, in a way, Wanda, there is what you call an inner world and an outer world. And the outer
um
world is anything that is outside of you. Your inner world is you, the soul. And your tools is your body to your thoughts and your emotions. These are your tools that you can use. However, you are also being tested in your inner soul first, in your inner
Mm.
world. And this is actually like the biggest, the biggest thing that you need to accomplish to control your body, your thoughts, and your emotions. Because what happened is, like, for example, you drive this body, which is that you drive this from to take you from point A to point B. You are the soul. You are the one who's driving. However, okay, let's go to that destination because that is our purpose. But then your thoughts want something really, like, by the way, the body wants all the pleasure. They have their own functionalities. They have their own feelings. They have their own world. So your body wants all the pleasure in the world. Food, sex, every pleasure in the world your body wants. Your thoughts wants all the glittery things in the world. All the glittery things in the world that could lead to greediness. Your emotion wants drama. Drama. It
Mm.
wants so much of drama. And once you as a soul cannot control this, that's why you feel stressed, right? Because you cannot control it. From inside, you are really like overwhelmed. What's happening? Why am I crying so much in the evening? I cannot sleep. Why? Because you haven't controlled it yet, and that's the biggest obstacle. That's the biggest learning that you need to understand, to control your world from the inner thing, so you can drive this body to your destination. And when you reach that destination, re- just go die, and then because you're rich, and then just upload the data to the higher self and go again to peaceful, being calm, being amazing, soul as you are. However, let's say, for example, you go and wanted to go to that direction, and your thoughts says, "Oh, I want that glittery things. I want that glittery things, and I want that glittery things," and your emotions also coming up and down. Not compliant, not compliant, not compliant, not compliant. We're supposed to go there, not compliant. You feel different, right? You feel bad. You feel now. If you are, this is where the empowerment is, because you can actually control all these thoughts and emotions. You can control them, and once you control them, you get alignment, and your driving now becomes smooth.
Hmm.
Okay, that is what you call enlightened people, because
Oh.
that's like the closest thing, the closest representation of our soul is light. So a
Mm.
person who know understand about their soul is enlightened. Now you're you may not be the richest person in the world, but you feel happy because do you know, like, the driving now becomes amazingly smooth. I just, wow, I'm so in la la land, but I know that I'm gonna get there. I know I'm gonna get there. I know I'm gonna get that.
So
So that
I
is
think,
where abundance is.
you're correct, Jean. It's about understanding your thoughts, your emotions. I remember hearing this concept of your inner world creates your outer world from P. Harv Eker when I attended his Millionaire Mind intensive training. So
Mm.
really, when you can understand your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, then you can, you know, change whatever is around you because you're able to change what is within you. One of the people I interviewed, Winnie Kong, also said, if you want to be beautiful, you have to be first beautiful inside because that's the inner glow that has to come out of you. You cannot just be beautiful with something else. It has to be within you. So that's a beautiful concept. Actually, we are just 10 minutes away from ending this. Is there
All
anything
right.
else?
Yes,
I'm,
I just wanted to understand now is how can we
mm,
smoothly change? How can we smoothly change? Which is the best one that I want to tell you. First,
okay.
consciously change your thoughts, which is your strategy. Consciously change it to what you want, what you want, and what not the other people around you, not what the You know what? Not everything outside of you, what you want, because your inner soul, your soul will tell you what to do. And if you feel happy, you know that you're in the right path because you feel happy, you feel elated, you feel amazing. Yes, we are in the right path. Finally, you get it, man. You get it, Jean, you get it, Wanda. Now we can, we can now go smoothly. However, no matter, like no matter how intentional you are, no matter how you know about this consciously, when your energy centers are blocked, when your energy centers are blocked, the new idea cannot come in. It cannot be stored in your energy centers. So what do you need to do? So no, you see, even like I really want this, but then you cannot have it because it's blocked, right? It's blocked to get in. It's blocked. What do you need to do? You need energy healing.
Mm.
Energy healing. You need to remove all those blockages in your intuition, in your heart, in your learning, everything. You need to get all those energy healing, you need to get all those blockages unblocked through energy healings. There's a lot of modalities. Like I myself have in different modalities, but of course you would know what will resonate for you. You'd know because your souls always know. Your souls always know, right? And once those things are okay, that's what you say. Like when it's half full and you create actually, a capacity. But if your energy centers are full, you cannot bring in new ideas. You cannot
Mm.
store new intentions. You cannot store new habits, new patterns, nothing, because they are blocked. They just say, "Mm, no, no, no." So you need
Uh,
to unblock them
let
while
me simplify
working
that
with the
concept.
strategy.
I think let me simplify that concept with the story. So I think a lot of working moms, a lot of mom want additional salary. They want to get promoted, right? Sorry. But what I've seen is that they have the block of the money in terms of receiving the money that they might, affect the husband's ego or what. Sorry. And one of the things that help my clients overcome the block of having more money is just by writing. So writing the belief that it's okay to receive the money, help them actually receive the money. So can you just share one modality that can help them remove the block?
So that writing actually is just releasing the energy outside of you. But that's really slow. Imagine that how many blockages you have, and then you have to write them all like one by one. Just go to a healer. What works for me right now, because and I'm also like a healer. By the way, I'm a coach and a healer at the same time. Is chronic healing. So I'm promoting chronic healing because it helps me a lot. It helps me remove the blockages. I have been in a different one, but maybe at that time I wasn't ready. So that's why it didn't work for me, right? When I was when I was taking those, because I have these beliefs like, okay, like I need to do it myself. I always empower myself. I wanted to do it on my own. So that's why whenever they tell me, okay, this one is, I will do it and then I will apply it on myself. But maybe at that time I wasn't ready for those modalities. But now when I was ready, then this came in, so I was able to accept it. And I was able to learn it thoroughly. Not thoroughly, but I learned it, and it's really giving me peace. Chronic healing. So I suggest that you go and look for a healer and ask for help, and maybe learn it as well, so you can do it for yourself. You can do it for your children. You can do it for your husband, even if they're on sleep. Like I want you to be friendly, happy, and so on. I'm gonna manipulate your energy, remove all those blockages, so you become loving. Right?
People, people will get scared now. But I think,
But no,
what
of
my only
course,
advice, yeah.
this will only applicable if you are doing it in a very good intention.
Hmm.
This
Okay.
energy is an energy which are amazing. It won't work if you have something ill. If you wanted something bad about the other person. No, it won't work like that. It's very loving energy that it only wants the best for you, for your family, and for the people around you.
Okay, so that's a good one. What Jean was saying, if you want to change your life, focus on what you want. Also clear your energy. And there could be a lot of submodalities. People can just, I think prayer is another powerful writing, but Jean also spoke about pranic healing. What's the last, is there another step for them to change themselves?
Well, believe in yourself.
Hmm.
Believe that you can do it because
Hmm.
you are a person. You are a soul. I was just telling my daughter today. I was telling her like you are a soul. You know, if you want a relationship, basically you have to understand that the other person has a goal and you have a goal and he has something to work on as per his divine purpose, and you have something to work on as a divine purpose. If both of these are different, then it will not, it will not link. So that's why find a person who can link you in so many ways, although differently, but can link you in so many ways. That's what you call chemistry,
Hmm.
right? Because
Hmm.
energetically you have something in common, but otherwise it won't work. Right?
That's
Because
true.
he's following a different one and you are following this. So how is gonna work? So
Thank you, Jean, for sharing.
understand.
Is there anything else, or is that the last step? We're almost 3 minutes
Yeah, I
only.
believe that it starts with you. And you are an amazing person and you can do it. And if you if you believe like okay, I'm still a baby, I'm still in kindergarten, then of course ask for help. Go for a teacher, look for a teacher, look for a coach. They will help you. I have like several mentors. I have several coach. I read like one book per week. You know, there's a lot of things you just need to understand. Okay, this is where I am now. This is where I want to be. Where is the bridge? Get a teacher or work on yourself. You can do it. You can get
Thank you,
everything you want.
Jean. Thank you for sharing that. So today, for those of you who are watching us on live or on replay, let me just recap what we have discussed so far. So today we spoke about how can you really be successful, right? In terms of being abundant. And we spoke about aligning yourself with laws, the law of karma, the law of resonance, the law of clarity, and many more we spoke about. We also spoke about if you want to change your life, focus on what you want. Second, also, you need to heal yourself because you might not be aware, but there's a lot of things that is stopping you from achieving what you really want in life. And as Jean said, believe in yourself. I think if you believe in yourself and if you believe in God's plan for your life, then everything will be in the right flow. So, Jean, can you just please invite those people? What's the best way for them to be in touch with you?
Oh yes, you can follow me in my Facebook. I have a Facebook page. I have an Instagram also. I have a YouTube channel where I basically like explain in video, like in animations. I do animations. So simpler, really simpler, like a very dumb way, just to let people understand. Like you see how I basically just do this in a very simple way, right? Because I just want people to understand. Because my purpose is to help, to serve, and to save people from their own misconception of themselves, so they
Oh, I
can
like that.
grow.
Mm. I like that purpose is to help save and serve people from serve and save people from their own selves, right? Yeah, you might not be aware, but you are your own best friend or your own enemy. So if you are not here yet where you are, I suggest you just have an inventory of where am I now? Am I my own best friend or am I my own enemy? And start working from that of how do you want to live your life? Because as Jean in the beginning said, everything in your life also wants you. And it's everything that you need to be successful is within you. That is why there's always a lot of coaches, teachers, and mentors that's there to help you. Thank you, Jean, again for your time. I learned
Thank
I
you,
learned a
Wanda.
lot. I mean, a lot of concepts. I was really thinking and I was trying to relate with everything I've learned so far. Thank you for
Thank
I
you,
wish
Wanda. Thank you.
everybody We wish everybody a success. It all starts with the mind. Understand your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, align it with your values, align with God, and I'm sure you will soon be successful, not only personally, professionally, but in many areas of your life. Thank you, Jean, for joining us today. Have a great day.
Thank
Have
you,
a
Wanda.
great
It's my
weekend,
pleasure. Thank
everybody.
you so much. Have a good day. Okay? Have a good day. Wonderful. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.